All right, guys, I really don't get it. I believe I've actually said this before. Cori Bush is the dumbest person in government. Yes, Cori Bush. She is worse than AOC, guys. Cori Bush is wrong about everything. Cori Bush is a race baiter, nothing more. But the people in St. Louis thinks that she's actually doing something for them. Maybe they're just drinking into the Kool-Aid of the lies of Cori Bush. Cori Bush, all she's good for is race baiting, race hustling. That's it. She has been a proponent of defund the police. And when Democrats that were calling for defund the police, they actually needed police because crime just rose, like any common sense thinking person would actually know, when you defund the police, crime is going to rise. But still to this day, guys, Cori Bush is still calling for defunding the police. She is a radical extremist. She's not very smart. But yet people in St. Louis still vote for her. It doesn't make any sense, guys. It does not. Now, guys, it's been 9 years now since Michael Brown got shot and killed by the police because he was acting like a criminal. He was actually engaged in criminal behavior. Now, the Barack Obama administration conducted an investigation, and they found out that Officer Darren Wilson did nothing wrong. The lie out there from the left was he had his hands up, don't shoot. That was all debunked. That was all a lie. But 9 years later, guys, you still got people out there like Cori Bush that want to race bait. They really want to divide this country, guys. People like Cori Bush, trust me, they don't want racial unity. They want racial division. Why? Because they feel like that actually gives them power by having racism. And let's just call it what it is, guys. Cori Bush is a racist. No other way to put it. Now, a lot of these guys, man, it's kind of funny. You always see these black leftists out there in government talking about, or just non-white leftists in government say, hey, white man is bad. While they're all dating or married to white men. Let that sink in. You cannot make this up. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this, man, because, Cori Bush got community noted on Twitter. Why? Because she was spreading falsehoods and lies about what happened to Michael Brown. Look over here on the Post Millennial. X community notes fact checks Cori Bush's race baiting posts, blaming Michael Brown's death on racism and white supremacy. Yeah, guys. Michael Brown is dead because he was engaged in criminal activity. He didn't want to comply with the police. Actually, he was trying to go after the gun of the police officer. And guess what? He got killed in the process. Cori Bush, I'm pretty sure, wanted the police officer, Officer Wilson, to just let Michael Brown just take the gun and shoot him. And then after that, I'm pretty sure Cori Bush would just say, hey, let him go. He didn't do anything wrong. That police officer is a white supremacist. Cori Bush makes absolutely no sense. No sense whatsoever. I don't understand why you people in St. Louis don't wake up to the lies of Democrats, especially, these so-called progressives, which they're really communists and socialists, to tell you the truth. But let's read some of this here, guys. It says here, progressive squad member Cori Bush was fact-checked on X, formerly known as Twitter, after falsely claiming that racism and white supremacy led to the death of Michael Brown. And this is the post right here. You can see where she actually says, today is the 9th anniversary of Mike Brown's killing. He would be alive today if the institutions of racism and white supremacy were eradicated. He should be alive today. We will never forget. We will continue to fight for justice and accountability. Well, Michael Brown should have been held accountable. His actions are why he's not alive right now. He did this to himself. He wanted to be a criminal. He wanted to rob a store. And now he's dead. But Cori Bush, people like her, they don't blame criminals for their own behavior. They don't. Yes, Michael Brown could be alive today if he wasn't acting like a criminal. Now, it says here, X community notes fact check the defund the police advocates tweet, writing, quote, the U.S. Department of Justice concluded, based on the available evidence, that Officer Darren Wilson acted lawfully and that the evidence and witness statements do not corroborate allegations of any wrongdoing in this case. In other words, Cori Bush just flat out lied. And this has been a false narrative, man, out there for years now. The note included a link to the Department of Justice's report regarding the 2014 incident in Ferguson, Missouri, during which Brown was shot and killed by police officer Darren Wilson. The shooting triggered countrywide backlash and riots in Ferguson as activists claimed Brown's death was a result of police brutality. Activists chanted, "Hands up, don't shoot," referencing the debunked witnesses who alleged that Brown's hands were up when he was shot. That is a lie. He was actually going after the gun of the police officer, and that's why he lost his life. In 2015, an investigation by then President Barack Obama's DOJ revealed that Officer Wilson had acted in self-defense and cleared him of wrongdoing. Then Attorney General Eric Holder's DOJ wrote in the report, quote, although there are several individuals who have stated that Brown held up his hands in an unambiguous sign of surrender prior to Wilson shooting him dead, their accounts do not support a prosecution of Wilson. Yeah, that's come from Eric Holder here. Barack Hussein Obama's presidency. This is Obama. His DOJ, left-wing DOJ said, nah, we don't believe these lies. Quote, as detailed throughout this report, some of those accounts are inaccurate because they are inconsistent with the physical and forensic evidence. Some of these accounts are materially inconsistent with what witnesses' own prior statements with no explanation, credible or otherwise, as to why those accounts changed over time. The investigation revealed that Brown had robbed a convenience store, assaulted the responding police officer, and attempted to take his firearm before he was killed by the officer. Yep, he effed around and found out, but Cori Bush is blaming white supremacy. Yeah, this is Cori Bush, man. Why you people in St. Louis continue to elect these people? She is dumber than a bag of bones. All she is a race hustler, race baiter, and she's an extremist. Everything, man, to Cori Bush is racism. Every single thing. I mean, Cori Bush, I'm pretty sure she hates being an American. Why didn't she just leave? Why does she just not leave this country? Because obviously, I don't think I've ever seen Cori Bush be patriotic ever. People like her, these so-called progressives, which are really, really regressives, they don't take any pride in country. They are Marxist revolutionaries, the communists. And communists are never happy. They want to burn down the whole thing, man. The whole thing. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.